I mentioned sprint. I'm assuming that's sort of a some amount of time of development, some new features implemented, and combined with this, how do I know when the game is good enough or at a state where the playtesting will be actually helpful? And together with that, how do I know when that time is again? Because there is probably time that the game needs to be bare bones enough so people can play it, and then I keep on updating it, and I have these different segments in which I want to bring these playtesters, right?
Well, I will answer. Actually, I will try to answer mostly as game tester from perspective of game tester, not the indie one, because as indie game tester, when you actually test your game, you you're just thinking what you can also bring something nice to your game. You know, like okay, I can add this feature here and this feature here. Oh, it would be nice to add this one, and your schedule, like for your task, just becomes so big that the actual development of the game from the 1 year may become 5 years, like in my case, for example. You know, so yeah, that's what I would avoid. Just when you're testing, you're just testing and that's it. You have your tasks, you have the checklist what should be done, and you strictly following it and keeping it real, because trying to build the dream game, if it's especially if it's your first game, or maybe the second one, as in my case, for example, it's really tough to make it like a dream game, you know. But yeah, just it should be very realistic and without any other ideas bringing on. But yeah, we can bring some nice ideas, but like not the entire game on the path. But when we are talking, yeah, when we are talking about the game tester, like the regular game tester who is working for someone, like in some game studio, what we need to focus is actually, if it's well organized, of course, we have some kind of ticket that we need to test. It may be in some test management tools like Jira, for example, or maybe some internal tool that was developed by a company, as I had such in some cases. So yeah, what we need is to have actually a list of tasks in the sprint. What is the sprint? The sprint is like a period of time. It's usually the same, let's say 2 weeks. So we have, for example, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and every sprint we are trying to schedule some features that we want to develop as a team and deliver to the user. Let's say a new UI for some feature, like for equipment panel, or it may be, I don't know, it may be also a big feature that will be scheduled in a couple of sprints. For example, I don't know, AI optimization or a complete rebalance in the game. So for tester, in order to test it properly, you would need to, of course, estimate based on how the feature is big. You need to estimate how much time you will need to test it out, and to estimate it, you of course need some sort of documentation when the task is created. In this test management tool, the task is created with some expected results. So based on those expected results, how the feature will work, you actually start to asking questions like how it should work in this case, what will, like how it behave when I do this, and so on, because usually it's not described in the ticket.